car makes the hard left turn to pit road.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2011 NASCAR season. The flag, green flag, get ready to go in the air. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
2. That's about how they stayed till the exit of turn 2, and the pairing up has begun right at the front. Earnhardt Jr. with Carl Edwards on the inside, Tony Stewart with Denny Hamlin.
But what we have seen throughout testing and throughout practice, that Toyota, like that 11 of Denny Hamlin, it can really give another car a good push.
I think where you're going to see the speed is from cars that are behind these front four. As they pick up momentum, they will pick up speed and draft, and they'll be able to blow by these front guys. Here comes Casey Kane in the 4 with Boyer right behind him, giving him a big push as they head off into 1.
They caught the leaders. They split the 2 lead pairs and are going for the front. Kane on the inside with the yellow car of Clint Boyer.
See, this is so different what we saw in practice. In practice, they'd get 2 by 2 by 2, but you didn't have all these cars up there grouped up like we are now. They can't pass each other and take off like they did in practice. We're going to have some close racing.
And I think what you'll see, we're starting to see it there. Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 88 getting that push by Carl Edwards in the 99. They'll almost run over that group in front of them.
But they got nowhere to go, and that's the whole thing. That's why it's so different than practice.
Threading the needle, Boyer. Stewart tried to close the hole and couldn't do it. Boyer to the lead.
And Casey Kane in that 4 was a sitting duck, but now he gets help from Carl Edwards in the 99.
You're going to have to really anticipate. You're going to have to anticipate every move you make, because if you wait, it's too late.
In the back, they're way 3 wide. Wait for me, wait for me.
Staying pretty grouped up right now. I like what I'm seeing.
Boyer and Earnhardt out front.
This is what these guys have been working on for 3 days down here testing. For yesterday, all during practice. 2-car breakaways. Get hooked up, leave the field behind. But I don't think you're going to be able to get too far ahead tonight.
Three pairs of cars leading a pack. And boy, they are snarling in that pack.
And this is 2 cars that we thought would be making a move. We're riding with Mark Martin in that 5. We talked to Kevin Harvick in the 29 car, and you can see with Jimmy Johnson in the 48 pushed them, these guys are trying to work their way up there in a hurry.
You can only go so, when you got cars in front of you, cars to your left and right, you just got to wait. You got to be real patient here and wait for things to open up a little bit.
Watch number 97 in blue, Kevin Conway.
Whoa, Kevin.
Oh, boy, he had a little too much help from Montoya right there.
I think he was quite ready for that.
Last year's Rookie of the Year. Conway. There's Jeff Gordon throttling up the outside.
One of Conway's best finishes came right here last year in the July race.
They look coupled together, don't they?
It's not the Chattanooga choo-choo, but it's close to it.
Clint Boyer leads them across to complete 5 of 25 laps in segment 1 of 2.
See a couple of teammates right there. Kevin Harvick in the 29 we're riding with him, pushing his teammate Jeff Burton in the 31. They know if they'll stay just like this, that they may get right up there. Now we got a battle for the lead.
Yeah, but especially when these guys get side by side like this, that is really going to suck that back crowd right back up to them.
Legendary engineer Casey Jones drove the old 97. Casey Kane is in the new number 4. Toyota and a Ford working together, trying to overhaul what is now a 4-car draft.
And if they stay like this,
Junior.
oh, Junior, man, he just put a move on Boyer right there. And of course, Boyer But you see what Junior did? Junior says, okay, I got you a little out of shape. Let me back up here and pick you up, and let's try that again.
Look at the speed, though, of that 31, Jeff Burton and his teammate Harvick in that 29. Looked like they gained 50 horsepower all of a sudden.
Well, they gained 20 miles an hour. 20 miles an hour faster than what you can run by yourself.
Kasey Kahne has dropped back by himself. And there's a problem with Kane's mount. He has lost the draft.
He's got something
and
wrong
will
with his
come
car.
to pit road.
Yeah, he's got a problem.
Most. Yeah, set 4. You coming?
Tony Stewart's new drafting partner, Denny Hamlin, on the inside. On the outside, Burton, Harvick, Earnhardt, and Boyer. 3 Childress cars and the Hendrick car of Earnhardt.
Last night with telemetry, we saw these engines turning 9,500 RPM. That's an amazing amount of RPM for Daytona. And a lot of times in the engines, Larry, you know, you'll try something a little bit edgy, a little less oil pressure, a little less of this, trying to get the most speed you can out of the car.
Well, as I mentioned, it's a short sprint race. No points, all about winning.
Down to Steve Burns in Kasey Kahne's pit.
And Mike, listening to them right now on the radio, Kasey simply came over the radio and said, we are toast. They're not sure if it's, Kasey didn't think it had overheated, but they've got the hood up on it right now, checking out that power plant.
This is Kahne's 7th shootout. He has a best finish of 5th. Jimmy Johnson, 5-time Sprint Cup champion, plus 16 positions since the start of the race.
That team. Go ahead, Larry.
Yeah, this is a couple of cars we talked about at the top of the show. Joey Logano in that 20, pushing Jimmy Johnson in that 40.
And that team has done a lot of work since they tested down here. They were not happy with their car. They didn't have speed in the car. They went home and built a brand new car for the 500, and they've really worked hard on this car, and he's from the back to the front.
And look at them catch the leaders. They are 7th and 8th. Logano, the orange car, we thought would work with his teammate Kyle Busch, but Busch is mired back in 17th.
It's co-opetition. You work with the guy that gives you the best shot at running the best. Doesn't matter what kind of car it is. It's a race car, and that's all you know.
Earnhardt and Boyer up top as Kasey Kahne has gone to the garage to be the first car out of tonight's Budweiser Shootout.
Look at them go down the back over there.
And look at them
3,
come.
4, 5 wide. They're going into turn 3.
Look at the next group with a big head of steam trying to catch them. Greg Biffle on the bottom. That group was coming so fast it broke up.
Yeah, they had to lift up out of the throttle. They were closing so fast, and they lost their momentum just a little bit.
Down to the pits, Matt Yoakum.
2-time shootout winner Jeff Gordon has been running primarily in the back, and he's already learned a big lesson looking ahead to that final segment.
And they're pairing up. We better find us a partner. I mean, not for this run, but for the next one.
And he told Jeff Dickerson, his spotter, we need to find someone. Right now, he's paired up with the 78 of Smith.
We talked about speed. We are already seeing speeds at over 204 miles an hour. Some of these cars getting a push, catching another group.
Well, we knew last night they ran 203, and there were a lot of 2-car drafts that did that. Felt like tonight when everybody got out there, the speeds would go up even more. We haven't had speeds here this fast in about 20 years now.
Jeff Burton led 2 laps in the 31. First time he's led a shootout in his 6th appearance. Look at all the paired up cars. Why is it that 2 cars work so well, 3 cars in a row doesn't work at all?
Well, you got a pusher and a shover, and if you get another car in there, the guy behind, the third guy, messes the whole rhythm thing up.
Seeing a lot of teammates, but the one thing about it, that group leading, that's not teammates. In fact, that's a Chevrolet and a Toyota right there.
Well, your friends are where you find them. Tony Stewart leads the Budweiser Shootout at Daytona.